We're live. So I'm late, guys. Alright, get set up. Haven't missed too much. Market's open. Taco, good morning, mate. How you doing? Doing yesterday, but didn't send my message in time. Started the day with 500 plus. Went for the first trade. End of the day minus 1400 for being done. Oh, mate. That's sucky, that is, man. That's sucky. Plus 500 win as well. That's decent, man. Is it a 50k account? Should be happy and satisfied with a 500 plus day, man. Should have called it quits then. I had a shitty day yesterday as well, man. Down 2.5k, I think, yesterday. Piece of fun as well. The end of the day, trade Asian and brew the rest. 800. Oh, mate, 800. That's so much as well. Like when you think about how much that costs you. Oh. Withdrew that from take profit trade and was almost at the buffer and tops. Oh, mate. Sorry to hear that, Mush. Asia then got some wins onto me vows, so no, could have taken my loss humbly and came back, still won yet. The hardest thing, man, is to walk away sometimes, isn't it? But yeah, it's far better to walk away and come back fresh-minded, isn't it? I mean, you know that, don't you? You know that. It's just one of them things, isn't it? It can get away from you sometimes. Lefty, yo, how you doing, man? Let's go, let's go, let's go. I have no idea what I'm thinking for today because I've literally sat down. I've walked in the door about 5 minutes ago. I've been out this morning, so this will be longing from here, doesn't it? Well, I am on the 1 minute chart though. Quite volatile today. One friend that I have 2+ mouths because they were take losses. Even after my loss, I was still green, but that's what happened when you break rules. Yeah, not trading. That's probably a good thing, Taco, man. That's probably a good thing. Better to, I think, have a day sometimes. Take a day, regroup, come back harder tomorrow. But maybe even give it to Monday. Friday's never great anyway, I don't think. Give it to Monday. Maybe do some practice testing or sim trading or something, just to just for the tricks and giggles. But I found a future said there was news, but not on Forex Factory. There is news today, isn't there? Thursday. It was Wednesday and Thursday this week that there was news. Don't know what though. Got a press conference in for the Euro in 15 minutes, but Lefty, I always look at another one. It's always worth having 2 news websites sometimes just to just double check, because yeah, sometimes Forex Factory does miss stuff. I think it's all there though, pretty much. This is... We've already had this. This is an hour ago. Yeah, we just got the press conference and then that's it really. Bowman speaking as well, but... So I took one trade today. Ended up being break even on it. Would have been a win though. Was longing from the... What was it? Current weak point of control. Stop loss is just below the Asia Open, which we actually... This is what we wanted to test. So yeah, would have been a win. I'll say these are fine, 2 different charts. This is where I entered here, not over there. But yeah, I moved to break even on it. I was looking at the 1 minute. And I had this at what, 20? So yeah, when we did push away, we got lots of aggressive buyers up here. And I was hoping really for just a quick push up because there's quite some heavy sellers down here, so I was hoping for a bit of aggressive movement, sort of trapping the sellers. But yeah, we sort of had aggressive buyers and then pull back in, which sort of is a sign that we're gonna have a bit of a reversal, which we did to my entry, which is where my break even was. So yeah, I moved to break even after seeing us come back. Yeah, we come back to entry, then shot off. I didn't get the best entry. Best entry would have been the level below, but I wanted to make sure I got in. So if I'd gone for the entry below and then gone to break even, I mean, I'd probably would have been at take profit. But yeah, a bit annoying, but yeah, at $50 up on the day. Yeah, it's quite a volatile day today. Government shutdown is making news on Forex Factory wonky. Yeah, man, it's been a bit weird, isn't it? Lewis, yo, 2 accounts pass with that open short. Nice, man. Nice. Right, what have we got level wise? It looks like the move could be short today. Nasdaq's gone. Whoa. Broccoli have 350k funded and 150k. I don't know how you could deal with having 2 different size accounts. That would do me drive me mad. That I like everything to be the same. Looks like we're going for the gap fill then from Monday Open. And we've got a big gap to fill. Nice, Lewis. Nice, man. In a sim buy. Just like the idea of lots of aggression down here, but not a lot of follow through. So I like the idea of a pullback back up to the 886. I think would be cool. Saying that this is here is being respected, isn't it? Come on, man. Out on that little sim trade. Full limit order set up on the current day value or low. Don't know when to cancel. I don't like that confidently enough. We'll sim it if we get there, but Stanley suture. Mine one went all mouldy. It was grim, man. The missus always does water, right? I always have blackcurrant. And obviously I haven't dishwashed it anywhere near enough. And one day I've gone to refill the drinks. Obviously stainless steel inside. Obviously a fake Stanley, not a real Stanley. And yeah, I've had a look inside and the fucking amount of mould that was in there was grim, and I've been drinking out of it. I was nearly sick in my mouth, man. Honestly, I'm surprised I didn't die. Disgusting. And yeah, even after a couple of dishwashes, it didn't get rid of it all, so I just binned it in the end. I thought, fuck that. Went for a coffee, stopped out with 2 points. Jesus. What stopped out was in your trading stop, so in profit, is that right? 62 point of there, that's alright. 1.2 is 1.2, man. I'm sim trading this one. I like the idea of it, but we're in. I don't know, I feel like I should be waiting for a bit more of a trend confirmation, maybe, rather than just aping in on the first breakout. Very volatile day today. There you go, out on that one. Glad I didn't take it. I'm not overly that confident trading New York session at the minute. I seem to be doing quite well like during the London session, and then I get to the New York session, I'm just not able to read it very well at the minute. But I think it's because we haven't been really anywhere near the usual levels, like the previous day value area levels. So it's normally like current day stuff, and it's a bit more mental during the New York session, isn't it? So I'm not quite used to it. I think that the current day stuff moves. The current day value area moves quite often during the New York AM session, because obviously there's lots of volume inputted, where the London session it pretty much stays as it is. It's a bit easier to trade, but yeah, I need to improve. Just fun. As long as I'm sim trading while I'm trying to improve. You scalp 10 points, yeah, fucking I bet it's a bit 60 points is a bit different to the 10 points you used to do, man. Lewis, do you prefer I assume you prefer the 50, 60 pointers rather than the 10 pointers? Oh, thank you. Legend. This person, I believe, I had some okay updates when you come back. Taco, I'm convinced I'm the problem, man. I was off for 3 weeks. You do amazing. The day that I come back, the week that I come back, it all goes tits up for you. Maybe it's me. I don't know how, but maybe it's me. Rocking a 16-point profit factor. 16 profit factor, 83% win rate. Fuck. Lewis, man, 16 profit factor is amazing. I'm pretty sure they say like 3 is phenomenal. Oh, I was about to say that. So yeah, 16 points will be unheard of. Even when I was doing really well on back testing, I'm sure my profit factor was like 1.7 or something like that, and I was really happy with that. 16's insane. He wanted to pivots, want to see reject or close. 12 on 30 for longs, yeah. Crack at it like to scalp. Gets the heart going. Yeah, I mean maybe you should have like a little fun account for the scalping, and then keep the real wealth on the 50-60 point account. Yeah, if I was one of the way you have a blinder, yeah. Yeah, literally I've been doing really well, and the last couple of days haven't been great, but to be fair, it's only yesterday that wasn't great. I can leave. No, don't leave, Lewis. You're like my one of 4 followers. Leo, how you doing, man? I mean, look, it's not the worst idea having a little fun scalping account, especially if you're. I mean, it depends on what you're sort of like, but the urge might get away from you sometimes. You might take a quick little scalp because you like the look of it on your normal account and end up having a loss, and then you might then take a couple more to get back your loss. And then before you know it, you're blowing the account. You know what I mean? So maybe it is a good idea to keep them separate. Have like a little fun account that you don't take too seriously, where you take all your or just I like the look of this kind of thing, and then keep your other accounts for the one. Do you know what I mean? The strategy that you've tested through and throughout. Oh, the penny's osmosis scalps. Okay, that might keep you entertained enough then. I like the idea of a little short from here, to be honest. 906.50. I'm gonna sim it. We've had nice reactions off there today, so. But, I mean, the 5 point stop and profit look tiny at the minute. The volatility is mental today. But normally I can link up with the Dom, and the it's not too doesn't look too bad. I can see most of the chart. But I do it today and I can barely see the candles. That zoomed in. I've set it up on the challenge account. Alright then. Regret my decision already. Buyers are not stopping. Hopefully get a reaction off the current week point of control. No. Fuck off, man. Break even on that. Didn't love it as soon as I was in it. Probably not one I should have taken, to be honest. Just getting a bit of FOMO. But as soon as we come back above this little this order here, I wanted to be out. I don't know why it split my my stop loss into 2 sections for. Wasn't expecting that. Still on the test account. Yeah, I'm not happy that I took that, to be honest. It was more just oh, that looks good, let's take that, rather than actually any thought behind it. I'm not happy with that, to be honest. Not happy with that. I haven't been trading amazing last couple of days. Shit with that doesn't help. I mean, I just like the idea of the gap being filled, so that's sort of like overshadowing all other thoughts. I would have been a winner. You watch, this would be the bloody high now. Ah, nice this, man. First couple of small caps in nearly 2 weeks, yeah. With the small caps, do you like do you find something daily, do you? Is it like a couple of trades a day, or is it just like a once, twice a week kind of thing? Like when you see a perfect setup, or what do you like to see on the small cap specifically? Or is it just like price action? Stock scan, okay. So how you doing, man? How you doing? Everything's right, mate. Couple of break-even trades today. Both would have been winners if I'd left them. Yeah, I wasn't happy with that last trade that I just took. It was a bit more of just oh, let's short this level and hope it holds kind of thing. Just not loving the conditions today. Back on the stream, I'll show you what I look for on the scanner. Yeah, what I look for entry criteria. Yeah, man, that'd be cool. That'd be interesting. Be a bit different to what we normally have going on, just futures. So in total out of that, 374 I paid, $18 for locate fees, $5.95 in commissions, closing P&L 350. Nice, man. Interesting, a lot. Yeah, the I imagine the locate fees adds up. The trading view, search for ticker, TVU. Top one? I assume so. Stock. Yeah. Just 1 minute. I was about to say a really stupid question then. I was about to say, why is there like a fuck all data for previously, but it's penny stock on it, so I'm assuming it's like not. Probably 240, 451. Yeah, I mean, what is that? So what, when it gaps up to that, you look to short it down? Is that what you did? $4 to 353. Yeah, nice, man. I suppose obviously with anything, if you're getting like gaps like that, you're gonna get a reversion, aren't you? For sure, if it's a merger with a big company, sometimes it's the long I'm looking for. Okay, yeah. So what your scanner basically picks up, well, there's been a massive movement with this stock. You do a bit of research to see why it's moved, and then either short or long. If you're liking the look of it, basically. I like that's cool. How do I look at the pre-market chart? Is there something that I can do? There you go, that might be helpful. I just assumed it was already on the electronic ones, but it wasn't. So yeah, I suppose this move that's pre-market, and then from here is the open. Oh, okay. I'm giving 20 to about. Yeah, sit a bit, man. Yeah, lefty. I think I don't know what he does, but he shorts it somehow. I don't know how it works. Beyond my knowledge. Yeah, interesting though, man. Lewis trying to get me into penny stocks. People on YouTube that switch from futures say it's not even close. What do you mean not even close? Not penny stocks is a lot better. Stocks are more consistent. Oh, okay. There's a battle going on here, isn't there? News every day. Individual gives them setups when S&P is too balanced and does sweeps. Yeah, okay. So I suppose what they'll have scanners set up to point them in the direction of the stocks that are gonna have decent moves. I suppose yeah, it's easy to trade something that's moving than something that's going sideways, isn't it? I think the only thing that I'm really liking the look of is a short from the previous day point of control. Lines up nicely with the overnight value or high. I don't know if we'll come back there, to be honest. Finding it difficult to get past the current weak point of control. At least I'm $137 up from my break-even trades. Yeah, I'm not wanting to dabble in this, really. I can't be. I'm not seeing it clearly at all. Very volatile today. I feel like the book's quite thin. What are people's thoughts, I think, on today? Let's do a little poll. What is for the rest of the day? Let us know what you're thinking for the rest of the day. Where are we going from here? Bit of a battle going on at the 900s. It's obviously on ES. What's NQ doing? NQ's having a battle as well. Around the 6,100, 26,100. I'm not really sure, to be honest. I like the idea of that Monday opening gap being filled. Which could obviously be a sell-off, but I preferred the idea of selling from the 940s area. So maybe we come back there first, but yeah, I can't really afford it. Taka reckons it sells. Might be right, you might be right. I remember when I used to trade ICT, the weekly gaps were my fucking bread and butter, man. That's what I used to love. I don't think I found it helpful today. I literally sat down 2 minutes before market open. Was looking at the market for an hour or so at London open. Haven't really been looking since then. I feel like I'm more in tune with it when I've been watching it a bit more throughout the day. Sitting down literally just before market opens and just trying to figure out on the spot, I find hasn't been helpful today. BC 96 maybe low, do you reckon? I mean, the trend of the day is definitely short on it. Oh, we've got 700 down at 890. I'm in for a long. I break even. I love those plays, man. The large orders get such a little bounce off of them. They're brilliant. Like, you can boom straight to break even quick on them, do you know what I mean? Boom, right, nice. Happy with that, man. Quick reaction as well, market ordered in. Normally I would do a limit sort of one tick above. But the last few days they've been spoofing those, so I didn't want to, with the aggression that we've got, it's moving so quick, I don't think I'll be able to cancel it in time if they did spoof. But yeah, as soon as I saw that big red bubble was up to them, they filled it. Let's market order him. Nice. Lewis is back. Nice. See, mate, Lewis, you were gone, mate. I've had a winning trade. Definitely you, that's the problem. Going happy again against my wall. Mate, I'm not, definitely not calling longs for the day. Just for about 30 seconds. There's another 500 down here now. I'm not going to touch it again. If we come back. Yeah, with those sort of moves, I'm in and out. As soon as we move away from my entry, I'm straight to break even on them because it's a quick reaction I'm looking for. Yeah, let's set it up on the sim. We're to cancel it in case it's a spoof. It's not. So it's not one that I'd want to take a second time around the same level. So I'll sim this one. It's coming for 25,996. Yeah, NQ's coming down, isn't it? Ooh. Yeah, it's gonna be a stop out. Got 1,000 at 888. And off we go. Well, we sim the ones that we don't like, and we take it on the challenge as ones we do like. That 1,000 lot one would have been a good one. Would have been at break even, near and take profit now. So the thing with taking these sort of trades is that the minute you enter, a lot of time you get a bigger order placed further down. It's just going to keep going down, looking for the Looking for liquidity. We're drawing almost 10k more yet. Hindsight's a nice thing, innit? If only you did blow all the funded. There's 5 minutes for this to close under 950-ish. Maybe what, half 10? Number 600 on the book. The thing is, we've got someone selling aggressively down at these levels, and price isn't at the minute isn't following through with it. I'm going to risk heavier because my win rate's pretty high. Maybe that will come back green. Yeah, maybe, man. I'm risking, I think, more than I normally would on this challenge, and I'm enjoying it. I'm risking what, 1,000 per trade. So you got what, 4.5k of drawdown. So basically, I only got 4.5 trades, 4.5 losses in me when I started it. And yeah, I feel like it's the quicker progression helps, I think. Didn't quite feel that 600 lot then. With 10 accounts right now, 1,500 top set 3, 2 winning days on temporary trader, and 2 with 1 winning day on temporary trader. Here's your code forward. Oh, nice, man. You've seen an influx of affiliate monies from me. No, I mean, I'm pretty sure, man, that they've like massively mugging me off, basically. Like, first few months I was with them, I was getting like quite a decent amount of affiliate stuff. All that 600's filled. And then like yeah, after being with them for a few months, the affiliates just dried up completely, pretty much. I get the few here and there. And Taco, there was one time where you'd said that you used my code, but I hadn't had anything that day, and I was like, hang on a minute. I emailed them and said, oh, what's going on here? And they said, oh, we've updated to a new system or something, and it's done slightly differently, so they might not all be picked up on, and gave me a whole fucking bullshit story, basically. So mugged me off, basically. But there's not really a lot you can do if you do affiliate marketing for someone. Oh shit, the bed, man. You're at the mercy of them, ain't ya? It's all done on their system. I have no idea if what they say is come through is accurate, or if I have more going to them or not. The way I look at it is the videos I've done on them and stuff, I get the same amount of views on them. Like I get it's like search results based. I get the same amount of views on them. So it's just weird that the affiliates from them suddenly just massively dropped, even though the viewership stayed the same. Muggy, man. Muggy. What was that? Was there news at 10:30? Natural gas, but... trying to buy those accounts I can with Sam's code of support. Cheers, Earth, man. Appreciate that. Honestly, it helps me out massively. It keeps me able to be being able to do it, basically. I don't get a lot from it, but every little helps, doesn't it? I got 5 yesterday and like 5 to 10 before yesterday when you were gone. Let me have a look now, quick. Yeah, I'm sure when I emailed them, they said, "Oh, you the person that used my code didn't," because I'm sure you said, "Oh, I got 4 or 5 or something like that," and it was, "Oh yeah, they didn't use your code for all of them. They used another code for some of them," and I'm sure it was just like a default code. It was obviously just their system automatically not putting the code in for all of them. To be fair, I've had a few the last couple of days. So I had 3 yesterday, 1, 2, 3, 4 yesterday, and 2 today. And then nothing before yesterday until the 24th. So they might have come through. I was a tilt brain and bought one without a promo code and paid full price. Oh man. Let them let you. But there's literally nothing I can do. There's nothing I can do to prove that they're not giving me everything that I should be getting. Like it's like I said, it's their system. I don't it just tells me when someone's used my code. But in reality, I don't know how accurate that is. But definitely some comes through. So I mean, I still appreciate you using my code, man. Obviously, like I said, it helps me out massively. And yeah, I mean, maybe it's accurate, maybe it's right. If, like you said, if you did 4 yesterday, I had 4 come through yesterday. Maybe it's in my head. Oh yeah, I'm sure that the change that they said that they made, that I think people have to use your code now rather than just using your link. I think they have to use your code. And if you don't specifically put it in, it automatically just defaults to the standard code. And even if you use my link, come from my video or whatever, unless you use my code, it sort of doesn't come to me, which is the way they sort of worded it, which, yeah, I suppose could make a massive difference. But yeah, I appreciate it, Taco, mate, always using my code. Yeah, it helps me out massively. Because I mean, in reality, I was looking sort of in the last couple of months at probably getting other work, which would have been sort of more full-time sort of thing. But But obviously we've made the decision that I'm just going to keep things as they are. Purely because I want to be at home as much as possible with the little one. And yeah, having the little bit of income that I get from YouTube and affiliates and stuff, like, gives me a bit more confidence, like, with that. Do you know what I mean? Whoa, what's going on here? Just 1,800, 2,800. All executed right here. 820 on that bubble, but yeah, a lot more gone through then. On the footprint. Aggressive buyers, I think. Definitely bought some new gong, because I had 5. Take Profit Trader Pro at some point during your break. Yeah, I mean, I definitely had some. It's not like that's the only ones I've had. They're the ones I've had the last couple of days. But I had some 24th, 23rd. Yeah, just a few here and there kind of thing. Very decent props that have end of day drawdown like top step. But I know obviously Take Profit Trader has the unrealized drawdown, doesn't it? For the buffer at least. What's Tradeify like? I think Tradeify is alright, but I think they've got their payout rules are a bit messy, aren't they? You've got to have like a certain amount of days and shit like that, I think. The only other one that I've ever liked the sound of is my funded futures. But I don't know about their drawdown rules. Let me have a look quick. Oh, I've not reset the password. I can't ask. I just want to see the rules. Oh, 100k payout cap. That's fucking better than a top step, isn't it? You can request up to 100k on a sim funded. 80-20 split though. They want to be able to swap 50 accounts. Doing them overall spells without. Yeah, I mean, I just had a very quick answer my funded futures, and it looks like that's end of day rather than intraday. So I don't know if it changes once you're in a funded or what. It's not very clear to be honest. You'd have to have a good read of their FAQs and stuff. But yeah, the only issue with that is 80-20 split, and payout can be requested every 14 calendar days. So there's a minimum payout of 1,000. You can have a maximum of 10 active accounts at once, with up to 3 sim funded accounts included. Okay. I'm gonna buy all of it too. It's a bit of profit though. One of the features was CEO was caught faking payouts. Oh, okay, I didn't know that. That doesn't surprise me, to be fair. I think all fucking prop firms are snaky as fuck, to be honest. The faking payout was who? Like what? The gurus. The 9Q entry I missed last week would have closed for the near 1 to 11 RR. 1,000 point gain. Whoa, only slightly annoying. Man, that's devastating. That is 11 fucking 1,100 points is insane. 50 points on Nasdaq is good. And yeah, 1 to 11 is quality. I do have a trust Top Step, yeah. I mean, I think Top Step's probably the most reliable, but I think they're still snaky. Like I said, we were talking about the other day, Lewis, that you've had incidences where there's clearly been an issue, but they've come back and said, oh, well, do you have any photographic evidence? If you don't, fuck off, basically. Like, shit like that's a bit snaky, I think. Like, they're expecting everyone to record every single trade that they take, just in case Top Step have an issue that you have to raise with them. Yeah, Matt Leach was DMing a trading influencer and said they will pay him commission to fake about. Oh, okay. Who's Matt Leach? Is that the CEO? Matt Leach. Matt Leach Tree Care. Yeah, CEO more on the features. He was DMing a trading influencer and said they would pay him commissions to fake payout. Fucking ridiculous, isn't it? And what the influencer turned around and said, shared it with the world, did they? That's quality. Fair play to the influencer if they did. Very rare, isn't it? Look at that, but it comes with props and then protecting themselves with terms and conditions. Yeah, I mean, I suppose at the end of the day it is a business, and they can't have every single person emailing them saying give me free stuff, can they? I guess fair enough. I still haven't heard back about the My Express funded yet. I'm still on a no trading. No trades on the fundeds for a few days. It's probably been good because yesterday was awful. I think they didn't get paid the commissions from their code, and he messaged them saying to make up for it, they'll give him commissions to post a fake payout. Oh, okay. What they'll do for him. It's fucking shocking the world we live in. Everything's a fucking scam these days. If you can't trust your prop firm, who can you trust, eh? That top one is a bit of a joke. I'm hoping it's just they've made an error. They've misread something and they've made an error and they'll look into it and they'll correct it. No questions. Once they've realised they've made an error. I get my 10k plus payout, schedule me for the live stream. I'm happy to do that. That'd be cool. So I do have some kind of curse in you, so make sure you've requested it before you come on. Props to the pond, scum of the trading space, yeah. Even on the other side, you won't see. I mean, I can 100% see it. It's like they're literally preying on retail beginner traders, basically, aren't they? Like, what is it? 95% of them fail or something like that. It's just insane. And they Matt Leach literally leeches off the poor retail traders. But also, the retail traders don't really have much choice unless they want to put a few thousand into their own personal account, which sounds a lot worse than it in reality is. But I mean, in reality, they're probably spending thousands with the prop firm, but being ballsy enough to put a few thousand in your own account is different, isn't it? So they'll give it to the prop firms and yeah, it's probably far better to put a load of money into your own personal account because you're probably more likely to trade it more responsibly, I would have thought. If you put 10 grand into your own account, you'd be silly to be risking hundreds per trade. You'd be risking not a lot, wouldn't you? Until you're confident in what you're doing, you'd be risking like $10 a trade, if that. Firms are unregulated, which means customers are at great risk of being done over yet. Double, triple ID, 10 times 20. Yeah. I think unless you like really keep track of how much you're spending on prop firms, I think it can easily run away from you. I had an 8k on my first account, lost 6k, that was the lesson I needed. Fine line between over risking and under risking, yeah. You argue that under risking is worse than over, but neither are ideal. Yeah, it's the trouble when you're under risking. you're then maybe happy to lose £5–10 per trade, and you're just going to take it whatever trade. If you're risking more, you might not be quite as keen to take every trade because you don't want to lose out on $50 or whatever. I mean, my first bit into trading, I mean, I was trading crypto, I won't go into that, but because I wasn't really trading it properly, but into I was doing CFDs for about a month or so. I think I put 500 quid in, lost half of it, and then thought, nah, this isn't the way. I was just going to lose all of it at that rate, so I thought, no, I'll sim trade for a bit and then try the prop firm route. The only risk, like, because obviously in your head everyone thinks, oh, I'll pass within a month or so maximum, so it's going to cost me what, $50, $100. At the time it was Top Step. Back then I think they were doing like $130 a month. It's massively cheaper now. And yeah, you think, oh yeah, 1 or 2 months at $130 a month, fine, and then I'll have 50k in funding, easy. 10 months later. You make a business pattern and spend X to make X, or you trade at one account a month is the best way to go. Yeah, I think really, yeah, as like a beginner, if you're willing to spend $50 a month and just treat it like a subscription, like you treat other stuff, then yeah, just sit there, 150k account, and just repeatedly pay $50 a month until you're funded and taking regular payouts, and then start thinking about doing the extra accounts. Like as a beginner who doesn't know how to trade, and if you want to learn that way, great. I think it's a good way to learn, but people get carried away with like resets and stuff like that, don't they? Yeah, I mean, I could never do like loads of accounts all at once because I couldn't afford to do it, man. I was doing one 50k account. The only reason I did 3 50k accounts was because they had a discount on with Top Step X, and it actually worked out cheaper to cancel what I was doing and pick up 3 new ones than it would to have the one. So I did it, and that happened to be the time that I passed, which was great, but it cost me a fortune in bloody activation fees. 500 quid, I think. I think it's just a big commitment, isn't it? Putting 5–10 grand or whatever into an account is a big scary commitment. But even if you've got 5–10 grand to put in there, chances are, like, it's maybe not your life savings, but it's a good chunk of your savings. Or it's your life savings, and yeah, putting all that sort of money into one account that you're gonna trade and turn into 100 grand or whatever is it's hard to do. I mean, in reality, everyone should be sim trading for 6 months at least to a year before doing any kind of real money, shouldn't they? That'd be the sensible way to do it. Everyone's impatient. I'm impatient. Everyone here is impatient. People get impatient. They want it now. They want it yesterday. And they think they can pass a prop firm in their first or second month of trading. Like I did. Yeah, that's it, Taco. I think it's difficult because I think people think that with like with 150k account you can't it's not good enough money, but I think the way to think about it as well, until I'm as like for like a beginner, you're far better off just doing like one account, getting it past, getting your strategy down, your playbook down, whatever, getting your edge down, getting to know the instrument that you're trading, pass, get payouts, and then you can then start thinking about like taking multiple accounts and stuff, can't you? But I think people do just think they're in their first month and they think, oh yeah, I need at least 3 accounts because that's what so and so does on YouTube, or I need a 150k account because I need to be making $1,000 a day. And so if you're making $50 a day, I mean $50 a day would have been easily probably more than a quarter of my daily wage. So if I'm making a quarter of my daily wage, spending an hour on the computer every day, like that's amazing. Do you know what I mean? More than most side hustles would get you in your first couple of months, and then you can scale it up, can't you? But I mean, yeah, everyone's impatient. I was impatient. So I think I was very lucky that I ended up passing when I had the 3 accounts, because I think if I just had the 1 account, I think I would have been more impatient, would have taken more stupid trades, would have risked more per trade, and would have blown the funded account that I had pretty quickly. I think it was only because I was copy trading free, my profits were times by 3. I was quite happy to be scaling down and risking like 100 per trade rather than 200 per trade. And yeah, I think I'd have been too impatient with it. So for a year before, once I had house money, personal money, and a car, which wasn't happy to have that money yet. Everyone wants it tomorrow. Yeah, that's it, man. That's it. That's a sensible way to do it. If you've got everything that you need in life, then fine. Like, spend money, put money into a personal account. Great. But yeah, if you haven't got the house, you haven't got the car, and you need that money, then people don't want to be putting thousands into an account to essentially gamble. The goal for me is one day to have a personal account and move away from prop firms, but we say we want to trade for the rest of our lives, but we trade like our life ends tomorrow. That's it, man. That's it. It's because you want to be earning £1,000 a week now. You don't want to be earning £1,000 a week in 2 years' time. Actually pretty dumb. People don't want $100 a day, which is just as much as some people earn in a day. That's it, man. That's what I constantly did when I was like, when I first got into my fundeds, and the sort of the daily or weekly profits were pretty low. If it was like 300 quid in a week, 500 quid in a week, I'd be like, but that's literally like as much as I earn by going to work for 9-10 hours a day, 5 days a week. I'm doing it in sitting on the computer for half an hour a day. And I'm thinking that's not enough. Like, I was constantly comparing it. How long would I have had to work to earn that money that I've literally spent 30, was in a trade for 2 minutes, and I've earned that same money? How long would it have been? Like 6 hours I'd have had to work to earn that same amount of money. And it's like, be satisfied with that, man, because you don't get that in anything else. And it's infinitely scalable. The more you risk, the more you make. So at some point you can make more, but you just got to keep doing what you're doing that works. And you've got to set the foundations up first, don't you? And it's better to set the foundations up, not risking a lot of money, not spending loads on prop firms, getting it honed down on a sim account or whatever, and then slowly move it over to a funded account or a live personal account. and do it sensibly, but none of them want sensible, do they? People need a reliable strategy first, profitable across a range of assets and market conditions. That's it, man. That's it, buckle willing. And then once you've got that sorted, you can then work on scaling it and making more money from it. You need to know and learn what the fuck you're doing. That's it. That's it. Nathan, yo, how you doing, man? You've joined a deep discussion moment about props and personal accounts and beginner trading. It's unfortunate we are $100 is a week's worth of work in my country. Yeah, I find that mental how across the world, obviously the same amount of money is worth so much more or less in different areas. No one wants to be a loser. That's why I was always so happy to. Obviously, I've got my free funded accounts. I was very happy to scale down when I lost some money on there, took half of it through payouts, and then I'll scale down because what I'm doing right now wasn't working. So let's scale right down. It's $50 per trade per account. If I have a win, I'm still up, and I'm doing 1-to-1. I'm still up $150 that day. Brilliant. And then it also allows me to continue trading for free with the potential of making money in the future. Like, but it wasn't costing me anything, so why would I not scale down and keep the accounts rather than just risking big and on something that I knew wasn't working? I may as well scale right down, figure my shit out when it's not costing me anything, and then I can look at scaling that up as I'm getting more confident, as I'm more confident what I'm doing is working. And yeah, like for me it was like, yeah, scale down and do it for free. That's why I always say to people, if once you're going to fund it, scale down half your risk that you were doing on your combine at least. Yes, it's going to take longer before you get payouts and shit like that, but it's free. It's not costing you anything to have them. Like, why not take your time with it and make sure you do it right? Especially when you're having a bit of trouble, you're in a bit of drawdown, your strategy's not working as well as it normally does. Like, scale right down and keep your accounts. At some point, I'm going to do a video on how to keep funded accounts, because I can't give much advice on how to trade because I'm not a profitable trader. But what I can give advice on is how to not blow a funded account, because I've had mine for, I don't know, a year and a half now. I don't know how long I've had them for. April 2024 I got them. And yeah, I need to do a video about it. I need to pull my finger up my ass and do something, do some work. Stoney, yo. How you doing? How you doing? Somehow smash the like button. Cheers, back and will, man. I need to start asking people to do it more often. I appreciate you all. We are range bound, aren't we? We are range bound. Big battle going on at this level. I haven't been paying much attention, to be honest. The last half hour I've been chatting bollocks. How you work out your risk, your thoughts on 10% being max loss per day? I mean, I don't tend to really think about it in percentage terms. The way I think about it is how many losses do I need in a row before I lose the account. That's normally how I think about it. With a funded account, I think 20 losses in a row before you blow your account is a good risk to have. So if you've got a $2,000 drawdown, $100 per trade risk, I think is a good place to be. And obviously as that drawdown increases, as your balance increases, your risk can increase. You know what I mean? So when you're getting to when your account balance is sitting at 3,000, so you've now got 3,000 drawdown, increase your risk to 150 per trade. Because it's very unlikely, even with an unprofitable strategy, a losing strategy like I've had for most of this year, that you're going to have 20 losses in a row. So you should be able to keep the accounts. You know what I mean? If you're profitable, what you're doing is working, your accounts will be slowly building up, and you can slowly increase risk with that. When you get to a point where you've got like 5 grand drawdown, you can then maybe think about, and you're really confident in your strategy, you can maybe think about increasing it more, maybe reducing it to 15 losses in a row to blow the account, kind of thing. But yeah, I think when you think percentage terms, I think you can just complicate things a little bit for people. So I like to think of how many losses in a row would it take for me to lose the account. And yeah, I think 20 is a good limit. I think most people do 10. Most people do what on a 50k account, 200 per trade. But 10 isn't really that many. It's quite reasonable to have 5 losses in a row. And 10 isn't far from 5, is it really? So, but if you've got 20, it's very difficult to have 20 losses in a row. And it just gives you the breathing room. And like I said, for me, like, I've been unprofitable most of this year. I'm still down, what, 2 grand overall for accounts. So I'm still nowhere near losing the account. So yeah, I think it just gives you the breathing room. Stops you panicking. Stops you going on tilt. And it's slow and boring, but that's what trading's supposed to be, I think. Good man, breaking even as usual. Breaking even is better than being than losing, man. Break even is very close to profitable. Hey mate, yeah man, I'm not too bad, I'm not too bad. I'm having a very good month with trading. I'm up 5,000 on this challenge, so I need what, another 4,000. And I am up on the funded this month. Nearly $900 overall free accounts. Best month of the year so far. And yeah, obviously I had baby beginning of October. He's cool. Family's cool. Life is alright, really, can't complain. Which depends on your strategy and backtested data. Yeah, 1-to-1 RR and a max number of losses in a row will tell you the answer. Yeah. Yeah, I think it's definitely. It needs to be right for you. And yeah, if you've got back tested data, and you know that you never have more than 3 losses in a row over a data set of 100 or 200 trades or whatever, and yeah, I mean, sure, maybe try doing the 10 losses in a row. So if you've got a 2k drawdown account, risk 200 per trade. But I think, yeah, as a broad statement, 20 losses in a row I think is a very good place to be. So 2k drawdown, $100 risk per trade, I think is a good overall broad statement to make for most people. I think you would struggle to lose accounts, I think, with that risk. Very boring, but the way I look at it is once you're on a funded account, you don't want to be losing that funded account. It costs you a lot of money to get there. And it's now not costing you anything to have those accounts. Take it slow. Do it right. Obviously, the challenges and the combine and stuff is different. I would risk more. At the minute, I'm risking 1,000 per trade with 4.5k drawdown, so I've only got 4.5 losses basically before I lose the account, which is aggressive, but that's something I'm happy with what I'm doing at the minute. I just want it done and dusted fast, and I feel like I'm trading quite well at the minute, so. My first trade for the day, I feel comfortable doubling the size for the next. Yeah, I mean, a lot of people do that. A lot of people, if they have their first trade to winning trade, then they'll double their risk for the next one because they're only risking what they've made on the day. But again, I think that depends on your strategy. How likely are you to have a second win if you've already had one win? Maybe you'll do better off just doing one trade a day. But I think a lot of people do that. A lot of people find that beneficial. Win tomorrow, maybe I won't go for 1,500 though. Yeah, attacker, I don't think it's ever a good idea to have like I want to make this much today. Like, I feel like, because that's just then unnecessary pressure. Even if you've had like a loss, just having the attitude of I need to make this back today, I think can be negative sometimes. I think I had that attitude yesterday and it ended up taking another loss, and I just had to turn the computer off because I was down 2.5 losses at that point and wouldn't have been making good decisions after that, so better to turn the computer off. Yeah, that makes sense, Lewis. Kick out, double one. Okay. Yeah, Lewis, when you've got like really detailed, decent stats like that, you know you can confidently risk more per trade because you never have more than 2 in a row, or like no more than 3. Do you know what I mean? So yeah, you can be quite happy to risk more. But obviously, a lot of people don't have that data, do they? Most people just jump straight in and just wing it. Figure out when they get there. I mean, I don't really have much data for what I'm doing now. Not the right way to be doing it, but never details matters and you get confidence from it. Yeah, 100%. Yeah, if you can have loads of back tested data, that will have a massive difference in your trading, I think. Like you said, you have the confidence then to execute without fear. It's a big thing. Oversizing as the account can only take more than 2 trades. Yeah, I mean, I've always been I've always quite liked a 1 trade a day rule, but now I'm at a rule where a place where I'm quite liking the no more than 2 losses in a row. If I've had 2 losses in a row, I should just call it a day. So if I'm down basically 2R or a bit more, like yesterday I was down like what 2.5R, better to call it a day. But yeah, I'm quite happy at the minute taking 1 loss and then still going for a second trade, because I mean, this last week it's probably saved me. I've been down 1 loss and then I've ended up having like a 1.5 1.6R trade afterwards and been 500-600 up on the day, which is quite nice. But yeah, I think it depends on people's levels of emotions, doesn't it? I was sort of a year ago, I was in a position where if I had 1 loss, I'd be emotional. But now I can quite happily have 1 loss and be quite calm and collective for a second trade. I'm quite happy to do a second trade now. More than 2 trades, 2 losses, no, probably not. So I'll call it there. But maybe in another couple of years, I'll be happy to take 3 or 4 in a row before I call it quits. Definitely more than 2 in a day. Yeah, I mean, yeah, definitely 2 winners in a day as well. I think that's as another good rule. If you're up 2R on the day, probably call it a day, because there's the chance of you having a 3rd winner obviously it's just getting lower. With every winning trade that you take, the chances of you having another winner after that is diminishing. So why not call it a day and end it on a high with your high morale? Because if you then take a loss, you might then want to take another trade to get it back to where you were, and it can just be a bit of a vicious downfall, can't it? So yeah, I think know when to call it a day as well. If you're up 2R on a day, I think that's always a good time to call it. I've had it a few times now where I've been up 2R before the live stream, and I will normally maybe just sim trade unless I see something that I really like. Like today, I'm pretty happy with where I'm at today, with just the 1 trade. Because I'm not really reading it very well today. It's a bit of a weird market for me today. I'm up 1R. The only thing, if we come back up to previous day point of control, I like the idea of taking a little short from there, little 5-pointer. But other than that, I'm done for the day. I think this might happen later on. Keep an eye on it. But a loss in a try and test strategy is hard on the mentality yet. That's it. I mean, it's reasonable to have a couple of losses in a row, even on a tried and tested strategy, but it was still not your confidence. I mean, the only thing that can really bring you confidence is just time and reps. Time in the market and reps executing your strategy. The more you do it, the more you feel confident. The more times that you have 2 or 3 losses in a row, the more confident you'll be executing without emotions after that, because you'll know that it happens, and 2 wins later you'll be back to where it was anyway. So Right, boys and girls, I think I am going to call it a day. I'm losing my voice. Most talking I've done in a while. Thanks for all listening to my rants. And there isn't a single strat in the wild that's 100%. Yeah. And there's a lost cabin and how many you can withstand. But even so, like, even you know that you can't win every trade, but it still hurts when you do lose a trade, and it still can knock your confidence. And like I said, I'm at a point now where I'm happy with one loss, fine. I'm not really fussed, but any more than two, and I'm getting a bit disheartened. Do you know what I mean? But I've been trading 2.5 years, and I know with more time that will get better and better, because having 2 losses in a row is perfectly reasonable. I forgot Sam. Yes, have a good one, Lewis, mate. Cheers, stuff more today. You sound like a dad now. Yeah, I'm not trying to sit here and lecture anyone. Like I said, I've been trading 2.5 years. I'm break even at best, and it's just my opinion on stuff. Yeah, cheers guys for stopping by. I will be back tomorrow, normal time, hopefully on time. That'd be nice, wouldn't it? That'd be nice for the last stream of the week. Hopefully for end of day, end of week in the green as well. Been a good week, been a good month. Yeah, it's been good. But yes, I'm going to keep my computer on in case we get the short up here later, but other than that, I'm pretty much done. Yes, take it easy if you're still trading, and yeah, I'll see you all tomorrow. I'm in your voice. Because it's going. Sounds like I've been shouting. Oi. Have a good one, guys, and I'll see you tomorrow. Ta-da.